Lads and ladies, welcome back to a very small little bonus episode, sort of, to go over what, you know, changes in the Gold Saucer and other things. When playing New Threat, if you talk to this lovely person here, you can choose where you want to go in the Gold Saucer, which is very nice. Now, I have added, like, I used Black Chalk, but I showed you the other day, to add 70,000 gil, because well, I was just too lazy to grind it, if I'm completely honest with you. So we're going to start with our favourite place, the Chocobo Square. I know this has had the biggest change of anything thus far. So we can still bet. We can now bet on S and A rank. I mean, it's 500 gil a bet, but you know, the rewards are better. Let's see if I can pick a winner, eh? Ugh, they all look terrible, to be honest with you, so I'm just going to go like that and turn on 2 times speed, because I'm not sitting here through this race. Yes, we can now bet on much higher ranked races, S and A rank, which the bets are more expensive. It's 500 gil a bet in S rank. I think it's a 300 or 400 gil a bet in A rank. But one, the items we can win is better. If we can win better items, then, well, I didn't pick any of them. I was just a swift bolt. If we can win better items, then we can obviously get more GP. And if you have a look at GP here, you know, a wizard bracelet wouldn't be a bad pickup before we leave. But I also want, yeah, 700 gil a bet in A rank. But I also want to do a lot of battle arena. So what we got here? Oh, 4 looks good. They all look terrible again. I'm gonna go 6, 4, 4, 5, and 4, 6. Why not? Right, I'll worry about winning most of my JP off screen and stuff. I just want to, you know, show you what's changed. You know, do a couple of races. Maybe go visit the Wonder Square. Obviously, we have got a collectible to pick up in Dio's showroom. I look at how the battle arena's changed and stuff. So I was like, why not? Before I go enemy skill hunting and, you know, continue on with all of that, why not? Why not demonstrate this? I hate the fact they give us the long course. I didn't have that one on again. What a surprise. Oh, it was Sneak Attack. I could do with a couple of Sneak Attack materials, actually. I'm not going to lie. Or even just the one Sneak Attack would be nice. What have we got? Well, again, I have no idea. So I'm... Whoa, no, I want that one, and that one. To make a nice little face out of them. No, like I said, I'm gonna win most of my fucking JP off screen anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll dedicate enough time to this before going back and getting the enemy skills. That one material's got another one, and then obviously, you know, we can start afresh with the new enemy skills that we can learn before continuing on. I didn't have that one on either. And some people swear that there's a method to this. There's really not. This is just masochism. What have we got? Well, I'm definitely betting 1-6. I know that much, and after that I don't think it really matters, so I'm just going to do that. Now, obviously, Mega Elixir is the big hit here, or a Cat Spell. A Mega Elixir is 300 GP, I believe. A Cat Spell is 500 GP, if I'm not mistaken, or 200 or something ridiculous. It might not be as high as a Mega Elixir, but it's still pretty good. So, you know, we'll take some of them. If any of my Chocobos ever decide to win a race. I didn't have 2-6 on. 2-6 has won like the last 3 races. Am I just going 2-6? So we got A rank? What are we winning A rank? Oh, the counter material. Counter's not a bad material to have neither. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 2, 6. Look, I hate the Chocobo racing ride. Betting is just really weird, and it can cost a lot of money. I don't want to grind for the money, because the grinding will give us more levels than I want. So on and so forth. Hence, Black Chocobo. Now, obviously, in the standard version of 7, you know, back on the old PlayStation days, I would have literally just went outside and just fought a load of enemies and grinded. I didn't have one phone neither. I'm gonna give up on this now. No more chocobo racing for me. Because we haven't won a single one. So let's go to the battle arena, eh? What else has changed? Oh, the speed square. Let's go speed square first, actually. The speed square is our fun little lovely shoot everything. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Don't care how the ride works. I know how the ride works. Can you get us a bit quicker, love? Thanks, my dear. This still works exactly the same as it did in the other version, if I'm completely honest with you. Absolutely nothing's changed. I'm still going to be aiming for the same things I did always. It's just you only have to score over 5,000 points though to get the big juicy reward. And when I finally found out what it was, it made us regret selling some material that I sold back in Midgar to buy a certain Blocks Rain Brings the Pain. See, I've done this that many times at this point. I instinctively know where some of the enemies actually spawn. But yeah. Saying but a lot. I'm not Steven Gerrard. I'm not Stevie G. Stevie G wishes he was me. There's so many people out there don't know who Stevie G is. And that's okay. Not everyone has to remember Scouse footballers. So as always here, the same thing I always do. When I shoot that for a nice chunk of points there, we still need to take down the blimp. Hopefully I can get this as well. If not, I'll just tell you the price for getting a score of 5,000 is the umbrella that we'd already got for Aerith. I mean, 5,000 is not hard to get without blowing up the blimp, to be honest. If you're good at if you're good at it. I mean, the UFO itself gives 1,000 or something, I think. Not like I ever managed to destroy the UFO ever. It would be nice if I could hit the... Get out, UFOs. Go away, little UFOs. And your rockets. Did I get it? No, I did not. Alright, no UFO first. This one. Ah, you saw it start to tick there. I was just slightly late on getting it. On getting me cursor over to the left hand side there. Right hand side there, sorry. Again, it'll be another one. I'll do it off screen when I do this. Do the grind properly to actually get me GP and everything else. Unless I can hit 5k without it, that would be pretty sweet. The question here though is, can I destroy this stupid UFO? For some reason I can do it on double speed. But I can't do it. Yeah. If I was on double speed there, I can take it out. But normal speed, for some reason, I never can. I don't forget one of these lights. There we go. One of them lights is explodable. I got 3200. It's not terrible. Not terribly. Not terribly. Unfortunately, that doesn't get a surprise. As far as I remember. They get us a consolation prize. Oh, we got an ether. Yeah, at least the consolation prizes are better now than what they used to be. So where are we going to go next? We can go to the hotel, have a look at the shop. Or we can go to the Wonder Square, where I really suck at the minigames. And I refuse to play the Moogle minigame that's here. I'm not doing it. I hate the Moogle. How much did I spend Chocobo? 8 grand. Yeah, you can win GP here as well. Mostly from the basketball game, which I really suck at. I don't know what it is. I know there's some people out there that's actually really good at this, and this is how they farm their GP, is by getting, you know, a lot of baskets. I can't do that. What about arm wrestling? Sumo wrestling, we'll do it on easy. What do I have to press here? Wow, I lost even on easy. You weak, Cloud. Yeah, I never do these mini games, I'm gonna be honest with you. That submarine game, you best get good at that if you're playing this, if you want everything. Don't think we get anything for using for the G-Bike. We're doing the G-Bike mini game. I've already got a high score of 11,000 on this, so that's pretty cool. Hey, no. I wish Cloud's weapon power varied into this, because like this could be a pretty good little money raker later on in the game if it did. Money raker, GP raker. Hey, leave my truck alone. My truck. I was gonna say I definitely hit that there. I heard the noise. Also, there's a snowboarding mini game later on. Did remake this is how you... Hey. So we need to send this to Rebirth. Like, look, this is how you do it. None of this riding up on walls and needing big, stupid special attacks. Just nice and easy. Ah, I had a system there, and you ruined it. My system was if I took what bounce on the nose once and then swing, the died. Lou, get away. Yeah, fuck you, Shinra. I'm surprised this mini game's even allowed. Like, it's a bit of a weird one considering Shinra powers this place. Hey. Get out. Yeah, do you want to relive cutting down all our soldiers on bikes? Then step right on up. I've always wondered though, that dude that's on the one next to it. Like, what does he say playing this? So he didn't have to do this. Oh, it's over. Hey, we got 7,500. Nowhere near me high score. Awesome. I done really good there, didn't I? My God. I'm so good at GP. 2 GP. You get 2 GP. That Moogle game can go to hell as well. I hate that Moogle game. But we'll be back later. Mostly to do the submarine one. Oh, the submarine one. I'm gonna have to get good at that. I'll have to put some practice in on that much later on. So what's left? I don't think there's much left here, to be honest with you, apart from the battle square. Where I remember this one, you gotta win like 8 consecutive battle arenas, I think it is, and she gives you some prizes. Definitely worth doing. It's definitely something I'll be doing. 100%. But if you go in the Dio showroom here, we can get a 135th soldier. And unlike the OG7, we can actually look at the battle point rewards without actually having any battle points. Say spiderweb, speed rings, gravity balls, right arms. But the big things, gold armlet, yeah, peace ring I'm not bothered about. Nail bat could be nice. Solar armlet, I do want a couple of solar armlets, and when I say a couple, I want 2 solar armlets. I think I've already got a gold armlet, yeah, strength 10, magic 5. Gold armlet's so much better. Do I have a peace ring as well? I do, yes, strength, yeah, I don't need another peace ring. But, let's get Cloud Gate out here. Force Stealer, Bronze Bangle, let's give him... he's going to be dealing magic damage because of the weapon I've got on him, so I guess the silver armlet. And honestly, at this point, none of these accessories really make a blinding bit of difference. because they all suck. Let's Star Pendant will do. And then you know exactly what's going to happen here, right? We are going to chuck on Ramuh, Shiva, my filled enemy skill. Ooh, hang on. I'm going magic counter Osmos. Magic counter Osmos. That's going to be very nice. I don't really care about command counter. Apart from that, what other spells would be nice to use in this place? Maybe it's a fire? Fire could be cool, I guess. And ice is cheap. And I've got ice too, so yeah, why not? Something like that. He's in the back row. Cloud, you are a mage at the minute. You are back row. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry that some of your staff members died, but I want to spend 10 GP to go kill some monsters in your arena. Now, this has had the biggest update that I like the most in New Threat, right? Is the battle arena. And not for silly reasons, right? Like, I'm not even here with good stuff. Oh, there's a free Osmos getting chucked off right there. See? We got attacked. We countered that magically with Osmos. You can see where this magic command Osmos can come in handy, right? Especially if I'm dropping big beaters like that. I don't care what we get. It's not like I'm doing this one for keeps at the minute. Alright, half speed couldn't have been more annoying though. Another beta? Yeah, that's expensive, man. What about Aquilo? I mean, we are countering and getting MP back, I guess. I wholeheartedly expect not to make it to the end of this, by the way. Lucky 7s, I'll take that. Don't mind some lucky 7s. And remember, anything you steal or more from the battle arena is also yours. So there's always that goodness to look out for, I guess, if it's something you're interested in doing. Fighting certain battles to constantly steal and morph. Hey, I was gonna say one of them's bound to hit at some point, mate. I've got a high potion, but I don't care. I've got a high potion. I don't mind burning a couple items in the battle arena, in all honesty. Yeah, we'll play Bane while he's osmosing. Now, can you imagine what would happen if I had, you know, say, I don't know, 6 Osmos materials and 6 snake attack materials? Osmos snake attack and just drain every enemy's MP before the beginning of a battle. Right, let's have a look at Ramuh here. What can the Thunderlord do? Obviously, after I've osmosed them, obviously. Gotta get me MP back, of course. Right, quit it. Yes, your attacks are fucking cash. Now quit it. Feel the judgment of my bolt. Or the bolt of my judgment. Look, I'm on a mountain. You're not. But a really big hill, I guess. I'm on a really big hill. You're not. Damn, Ramuh is really, really bold in this. That cost me a lot of MP. More half speed? I don't have that much speed to start with. But this might be perfect actually to show off what I wanted to show off, right? I'm going to use beta here. I'm not going to heal. If I die, I die. I very well might die at the beginning of the next battle unless one of the ones I can roll here is a full heal. I wholeheartedly accept that. Down 10 levels, yeah, I die here. These little spark crabs will kill me. Cloud got scissored to death. Death? Yeah. But our consolation prize there was an Evan, which isn't terrible. Now what I really wanted to do was I wanted to actually, you know, win the fight. That would have been pretty nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, you know, I'll come back to this screen when I've won a fight, so I can... I don't even have to do that. You don't have to take my word for it. Obviously, I'll show you, obviously, when I'm winning. When I'm getting the solar armors, obviously, I'll show you all of that. But you keep your battle points on leaving the battle arena, which is very nice. If I just gone to the round, yeah, I don't want to go here. I wanted to go to the Ghost Square, to be honest with you. So if I remember rightly, the Ghost Square has some pretty decent items in that we can use in the Battle Square. Welcome. Creepy dude. What's up, Hangman? Jack Pumpkin in the corner there. Well, maybe it's not some amazing items, but, you know, it's got some items that can come in handy. Maiden's Graces, Cornucopia Soft, stuff like that. They're all handy in the battle arena. And there's a really jiggly pair of titties over here. Just imagine these yellow things over here jiggling about. It's a pair of titties. Pair of titties with big old black nipples. I said it. We were all thinking it. I said it. No apologies for that. Yes, I'm going to be spending a lot of time here at the minute. Like I say, I am going to... There's some things I want to win from the Chocobo Square. Obviously, I want 2 solar bangles and a nail bat from the Battle Square, which is where I was meant to go there, not the Chocobo Square. You absolute dosser there. Come on, Cloud, up you go. This is easier to do if you have Cloud on a physical build than it is a magical build, but what can I do at this point in time? So yes, I want 1 nail bat and 2 solar armlets. That's what 64. That's 80,000 battle arena points I need there. So I'm going to need a lot of GP. And given how terrible I am at the games, the event square in this place, my only place to get GP from is the Chocobo Square, where I wouldn't mind a couple of... I think one of the items I want is a cat bell. Cat bell. That would be pretty nice. Obviously, I also want a wizard bangle. That would be pretty nice. Don't need multiple wizard bangles. Just one would do. I don't know, 1, 6, 5, 6, and 1, 5 maybe. But, you know, the closest out here. We'll get closed out by a Chocobo race. Why not? Who doesn't like a good old Chocobo race, yeah? But yeah, like I say, I want one wizard's bangle, minimum. Don't think I need more than 1, to be honest with you. Wait, no, tell that. I want 2 wizard's bangles, right? 2 wizard's bangles. That alone in itself is 1,000 GP. I want to win some cat bells. Snake attack wouldn't come in. I wouldn't mind a snake attack material or 2. Counter material would be quite nice. 1 nail bat and 2 solar armlets from the battle arena. So I'm going to be here for a long time, getting what I need. But I don't mind, right? It's easy done, right? It is what it is. I have a definitive list in my head of what I would like, and that is it. I can't remember what Chocobos I put on here, to be honest with you. I don't think any of them won. Yet again, I think my Chocobos lost. Yeah, he did. I put on everything but that one, but the prize wasn't fantastic anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, that is my aim, like I say. 97 GP. There's nothing else here that interests us. Holy Torches, by the way, they cast the spell. But yeah, I want 2 Wizard's Bracelets, 2 Solar Armlets, 1 Nail Bat. I would like to win some counter materials, some cat spells. There's a cat spell right there. Now this would be a fantastic way to end it if I could win a cat spell, wouldn't it? Like, let's be real. I'll go 1, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll do what? 2, 3, maybe? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that is my list of items that I want here. Cat spell's really nice. It's a spirit increase and a HP restore on war. But it also blocks some. It also blocks a status effect that I'm very interested in for the next boss fight, actually. That I would like to, you know, stop from happening to us, to make what I've got to do in that fight a little bit easier. That's a difficult fight or anything. It has a very nice tail and a very nice morph. Now I have decided though well, I haven't decided. I am debating on whether or not to increase my steel odds and my morph damage. I don't really want to. I think that's a bit disingenuous to people who, you know, are playing it properly. But then at the same time, if you're playing New Threat, you can only play it modded on PC anyway. I didn't have 1 and 3 on. Did I? No, I didn't. What's a bit of cat spell? Sod's law. Sod's fucking law. But anyway, on that resounding, outstanding loss again at Chocobo Penton, I'm going to call this one here. And see, in between this one and the next one, I am going to get everything I need here at the Gold Saucer. It's going to take a long time, but I will get all the points together for everything that I need, and we will reap all the benefits together, one at a time. Bog hunt about and getting new enemy skills and finally heading to Gongaga. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, or you're looking forward to seeing what happens next, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay safe.